So, Gina Biancardi and is president and founder of Casa Belvedere, which is like legendary, and James Paone is director of operations at Casa Belvedere. You know, it's great to have you, Gina. Welcome, great to have you here. With much respect.
Thank you.
That's so beautiful.
Great to
there,
be here.
James,
Thanks
Jim,
for inviting us.
Jim. That was thank you for your hospitality. We stopped. I was done with Frankie V. We stopped over on our way to dinner with the Davazio family, and it was just extraordinary the way you keep this heritage up on Staten Island. And I was there. It has to be 10 years ago. At least
the very beginning, yes.
When I first started on the
When
radio.
we first started the project, yes.
Tell us about Casa Belvedere. It's a private club?
It's kind of a hybrid between a cultural, educational arts center and a private dining club. We coexist under the same building.
Fabulous how you
So
do that.
it was a 1908 mansion that originally belonged to the Roebling and Steern families. It was a private home that we converted to a
So
public
the
institution.
Wasps own it, but the Italians took over. I like this story. It's a good story. I like that.
Many years later, 100 years later.
Really was
exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
But how many acres is that?
It's 3 acres,
Beautiful.
almost 3 acres in total. It goes all the way down.
Did you
Hillside
get
Preservation.
the tomatoes made? Did you
Yeah.
the tomatoes were jarred?
It was a great day. Beautiful weather. 2 beautiful families coming together to show their tradition. We had over 300 jars made. It was
a lot of
great
work.
day.
So I have to. When you go in, this is a gorgeous mansion. I mean, this is extraordinary on all levels. And I've seen everything. You've seen the mansions of Long Island, out in Jersey, in Beverly Hills. This is an extraordinary, detailed architectural gem, a gem. And you open it up, and you have like a private club that you could go Casa Belvedere. It's all about the Italians and the Italian American heritage. Yet the cuisine is top notch. It's
Yes.
like a 5-star.
And that's Massimo Felici.
There you
He's
go.
our executive chef.
That is fabulous. And
He's
then,
great.
so I'm there, and I'm with Gina, and I'm with Jim, and they go, "Oh, we're making tomato sauce down there. We're making this sauce." I go, "What do you mean?" And so you had 2 guys that were jarring tomatoes. This was like an event,
Yes.
an event for kids to come and everything. Correct?
That's true. 2 families, 2 members of Casa Belvedere offered to demonstrate their family tradition, and that's what we're all about. We're all about continuing tradition, not losing our heritage, and I feel as though if tradition is lost on 1 generation or 2 generations, it's lost forever. So we're trying to bring back those traditions.
Yeah, and tell us about the carnival. This is going to be huge. This is on October 14th, 15th, correct?
13, 14, 15. On the 13th, it's a kickoff party. We're calling it the Roaring 20s Extravaganza.
Oh, listen. So who's being on? I heard something.
Joe Piscopo, the one and only, the one and only.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You're too kind.
We have a nice surprise for you, so I can't tell you now, and I'm terrible at keeping surprises.
Well, so wait. The theme is 20s.
Is 20s.
So
Well,
do you have to dress kind of like
you
that?
can.
Oh,
Dapper, nice hat, tails. If
Gatsby.
you like. And you don't have to, but if you like to.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to look like Redford or Leo DiCaprio, but you know what? I'll do my best. So, now you give me some ideas. The 1920s.
We're
huh?
going to dress up the whole mansion like the
Oh,
1920s.
my-
It kind of gives you that feel anyway,
yeah.
right? That great Gatsby
Now, people
feel.
can come to this? They
Oh,
can-
yes.
Is
Open
it-
to the public.
Okay, and where can we find you before we move on?
On our website,
Yeah.
casa-belvedere.org.
Okay, casa-belvedere.org. And now, the 14th and the 15th, you got the big carnival with bouncy houses and everything else, huh?
It's primarily a luxury car show, Italian luxury car show. So we have about 60
Al, you gotta
luxury cars on our front lawn. I don't think you could come. You're busy that weekend.
I'm with NIAF. We're National Italian American Foundation.
That's true.
Next year, you could come
Yeah,
see
I know,
the
it's
cars.
so crazy. I said,
But we'll have some cars on Friday night, too.
you will have some sorts
Yes.
of Lamborghinis?
Well, over the weekend we have Ferrari,
Ah.
Maserati, Lamborghini, Testarossa, Fiat. We have them all.
Testarossa, man.
And it's the Northeast Italian Car Club. So all those guys who own cars and are part of this club, they come 60 cars per day.
Yeah.
It's a big attraction, obviously. But then besides the cars, we have family events. We have vendors, sausage and peppers, pizza, pastries, all.
And don't forget the live music throughout the
yes,
day.
that's
We have
right.
a stage there
That's right, you
with
could have
local,
sang.
local talent.
local talent, some, top,
I got to tell you, though, because, we're
Some better talent,
Jersey
too.
based. And I know that folks live in Long Island, and it's based. And then even throughout the rest of the country, they have little pockets of Italian American communities. thank you for what you're doing. Thank you. Angelo Vivo just called in from Italy. He just landed in Rome.
Oh.
And of all things, I got to wake up this morning. Here we are.
He's promoting the Columbus Day Parade and not
It's gonna be
losing
huge.
that, and that's also very important.
Huge. That's going to be the biggest parade ever.
Yes.
And matter of fact, the Fazio has 3 trucks in the parade. We're going to do the whole thing. But and then I wake up and they're going to take the statue. They want to take the statue down. They think they're going to take the statue down. What these people in New York?
Erasing history.
That's all they want to do. So thank you, because the way to answer it, and what they do, what they don't understand, Gina, they bring us back together. It's stronger than ever.
That's
I've
true.
never seen the Italian American.
That's when you galvanize
That's
and
it.
bring
And
everybody
by the way,
together.
as you listen, people listen all around the country now. You could be Jewish or Chinese or black or whatever you are. You just be true to your heritage. It strengthens the country. It strengthens the country, and they're making us stronger than ever.
You got to feel connected, right?
That's
to
right.
something.
Right. And Casa Belvedere welcomes everyone.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
just Italians,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
the entire community.
Yeah,
right.
even Al Gattulo. Maybe not. You're welcome.
I told you, Casa is right down the street from where my dad lived. My dad
didn't like
lived
it.
on Lewis Street, so
Yeah.
I'm very familiar with the.
That's
with
literally
the area,
down the street.
right down the street.
The
yeah.
view to die for,
Oh,
right?
it's gorgeous. Gorgeous.
It's just such a perfect location for
100%.
Italian cultural center.
We wanted to stay there. We started sitting talking to you guys the other day. It was a week ago, last week, whatever it was. And I'm looking at that view. We got to come in and hang.
People say it reminds them of the Amalfi Coast.
Yeah, very,
'Cause,
very true.
you know,
you
very
see,
high.
You see the Verrazano. You see
Right.
everything from there.
Yes.
You know what? Thank you, and Jim, thank you very much. So we want you to go to Casa-Belvedere. It's just the way it sounds, Belvedere. Casa-Belvedere.org. We want you to be there. We'd love for you to be there. The 13th, yours truly, I will be there. I'm thinking about wardrobe. This is what's going through my mind right now. the 1920s wardrobe. That'll be fun. Yeah,
I'm
maybe.
sure you're going to look very dapper.
No, I think I'll have to draw back on something from the 1920s. I'm thinking white, but maybe What,
Gotta
what
get
kind-
a vest.
Yeah, a little vest. Yeah,
A
the whole
vest,
thing, man.
three-piece suit.
Top hat, maybe the top hat. Is that what
Yes,
you're talking about?
yes.
Or
An
cap.
ascot?
Cane.
Cap.
Ascot.
Yeah, a little ascot.
Oh, yeah. that'd
Like
be-
Fred Astaire, Joe Sibilia will know. He's 27, but he lives for the pet. All right. So and then on the 14th and the 15th you have the carnival there with all the kids and food and all kinds of celebrations. Like that.
Exactly.
It's a lot to do.
Oh, it's
Huh?
a lot of work.
Yeah.
Keeps
And where's
us
the family?
busy.
Gina, where's the family from in Italy?
Salerno.
Oh, yeah.
Mom is from province of Salerno.
Salerno. Yeah, I have a grandfather from Salerno as well, my mother's
Yeah.
side.
Beautiful,
I
beautiful
stopped
port.
in there. I had to go. I know we got to break out, but I went in there. I went just so I was there, and we were on some kind of cruise, some kind of speaking tour or something. And I said, and they stopped at Salerno. It's a port.
Yes.
And it's like an industrial port. And I walked in and I walked the streets.
And you
Just-
feel connected, right? You get that
Amazing,
feeling. This
amazing.
is where my
and
grandparents grew up.
I went to the basilica in town, and I walked through and just I remember I bought a tie there that I took home to my mother, and but there's stuff and it just is exactly. We're going back, by the way, with Perillo. We're going back in October.
That's right.
And we're going to do Rome and then Sicily. We're going to go to Sicily.
Oh.
Your family's from
Naples.
so
Naples proper.
we got a break, Debbie. You're not going to believe this story. So what James Paone told me, and we listen. You got to come back, and we'll talk about it again, if I may.
Sure.
So my allegiance to Padre Pio. And by the way, if you're not religious, you got to just look up the person who Pio was, who Francesco Forgione was. He was a great man. So Jim and I are talking, and we're talking about you are one. Your mother's one of 10, correct? Your father,
I'm one of 11. Dad's one of 9.
but your father was going to be a priest.
Yeah.
He wanted to be a priest, and he was dead set to be a priest. Met your mom at the time, and thought maybe not the priesthood. Goes to confession. Who heard his confession?
That was Padre Pio.
Unbelievable. Is that unbelievable?
And he did say to him, son, if this vocation is not for you, you will have marry this woman you're in love with. You will have many children. So
Pio said to your dad, correct me if I'm wrong, don't disrespect the altar. Don't disrespect this. Unless you are committed as a priest. And your father said, okay, he left the priesthood and went on to have 11 children after that. That's
true.
And he said, go have it. And this is a wild story, and here you are.
Yeah, and he's our patron saint, if you will, and he's mom has 30 grandchildren. So
He knew. Yeah.
through his advice,
Yeah.
I'm here, and so are 30 grandchildren,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all very happy, tight
he
knit
knew.
family.
Great family.
And
Great family.
And Peel knew those things. He
Yeah.
knew that. Fabulous story. I'll tell you, we're going to go to Casa Belvedere. We'll see you there on October 13th. I'm going to be proud to be there. It's going to be a huge bash, and we're going to have a lot of fun. 14th, 15th, the carnival right there in Staten Island, casa-belvedere.org. Gina, Biancardi, and James Paone, thank you so much. Thanks
Thanks
all
for
that
having us.
I'll see you there. See you at the
Yes.
Belvedere.
Can't
We're
wait.
We're going to have some fun.
With
Thank
your
you,
top
Joe.
hat.
Oh, thank you. God bless you. Thanks for keeping the heritage alive. Al Gattulo, another Italian. And all Italians all the time. You give us 22 minutes.
We'll give you a lot of Italian.
That's it, just like that.
Chin down.
Al's got the news for you on AM 970, The Answer.